The Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer, he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World.
They've got Mourning. Harden out there with Rose. And there's Christie, and it's Whiteside in at the 5 down low. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Now Rose, after D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go. Back to Wilkins. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 6th assist on the night.
Like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
Now here's Rose. Over Russell. Rebound by the Raptors. Adams has got 11 rebounds in the game.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
And you look at Wilkins, everybody talks about the spectacular athleticism, but in some ways, I think he's just underrated as a basketball player. It just does so many things well for his team.
A different look for Denver. Stoudemire's checked in for Mourning. Tobias Harris comes in for Christie. And it's Mitchell in for James Harden. Both free throws good from Wilkins.
They are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
Denver calls timeout. Chance to check out our Jordan Player of the Game.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, well, Mike Malone talked to his team during that last time out. This is a close game, as you know, and he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move. Right now. Kevin?
They count on Harris to get their offense going. He delivered.
Russell against Rose. Outside Wilkins. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Harris. That free throw good from Wilkins. Both free throws good from Wilkins.
He's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
Lets it go from 11. Wilkins shot is off. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 5-point game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6. Toronto's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Murray with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Here's Wilkins. It's hauled in by Harris.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And it's Mitchell missing. Raptors trail by 6. Davis finds Russell. To the middle. It's stolen by Rose. Stoudemire against Russell. Stoudemire the pass to Mitchell. Second chance effort. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for Toronto. And so both free throws are good. And it's an 8-point game. Toronto with the ball. And here is Murray. Down low. It's tipped. It's stolen by Stoudemire. Here's Harris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, Tobias Harris just going hard right there to the rim and forcing the refs to call that.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. Robert Covington's checked in for Johnson. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 9. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender. And that's turned over in about the most frustrating way possible.
There's good turnovers. That wasn't one of them. At least this one doesn't lead to an automatic fast break, the live ball turnover, so that's the best you could say about that play.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. H. Diop's checked in. Torrey Craig comes in for Tobias Harris. Troy Daniels is checked in for Derrick Rose. And it's back. Now here's Morant. Defense is right there. Outside Mullen. Beal against Hamilton. Shot clock at 5. Beal can't get it to go. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. We've got Richard Hamilton. Sabonis is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Phillips in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons.
They couldn't ask for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Now here's Morant. Kicks it to Hill. Beal taking his time here. Inside. That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Morant. Morant's got 5 points in the quarter. There's the pass to Hamilton. To the inside. Sabonis. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Morant with it. Phillips picks him up defensively. James against Mullen. Over James. And the rejection by LeBron. Mullen's shot is off.
He's gone off the rails this quarter. It's a bad time to do it. I mean, if they're needing to fight from behind.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Bradley Beal picks one up.
All those people waiting for LeBron to start showing the games. They might not want to start holding their breath. This man's got a lot of time left in him.
Hardaway's checked in for the Warriors.
He's not happy about the miss, but he did make it a 2-possession game.
Took him no time at all on that one. Beal's got 12 points here in the second half.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
The shot by LeBron, no good.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
Middleton against Mullen. Passes it to Hardaway. Second shot opportunity, and Embiid finishes inside. Embiid's got 22.
I like seeing Embiid rise to the occasion. He knows how to capitalize during important stretches of games.
The drop. Here
these shots during his career. He embraces the pressure.
Beal, the pass to Hardaway. Inside, Embiid. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Billups against Hardaway. Double team on Billups. To the middle. Sabonis. The basket good off the assist from Billups. Major points for him.
Great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Billups against Hardaway. They double him with James. Outside Mullen to take the lead. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Even though he's going ice cold, he keeps shooting. And it's late enough in the game for him to recognize that he's going to play some better options.
Now here's Middleton. Hamilton outside. The tray. Another three for Detroit.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Oh, yeah, Greg, you see more teams doing this nowadays. We all are firmly entrenched in the era of the three-ball.
Beal can't get it to go.
Bad shots. This is the time to work the ball inside to get the best shot possible. That's the way to make the comeback happen.
Now here is Hardaway. Following the shot by Chauncey Billups. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within three.
Bona fide star in this league. Embiid knows his teammates look to him to deliver in the clutch.
Billups against Hardaway.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And Billups is a clutch performer, someone who isn't afraid of taking big shots. I just love how fearless he is. And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a two-possession game.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're down by 5. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
Hey, guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. He told them this game wasn't over yet. He said, don't give up. If you make a few big plays, you're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
With a chance to ice the game, he's got perfect focus at the line. Now, you could put this one in the books.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're trailing by 5. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and quick. No room for error, no time to waste.
Beal dishes to Hardaway.
Like a star.
Everything feeling new now. Way up at the now. See the picture that I drew now. And I really can't lose now. In control like cruise now. Yeah, they know how I do it now. Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know. I'm doing me. Hey, that's how I like it. That's how I like it. Making a beat shake. Got on my wallet. Got on my wallet. I had a break out. Out of the silence. Out of the silence. 130, I'm bouncing. And throw it all cause I'm out of it. And now I'm
Falling for it. So I'm getting way too far.
can't wait too far. Can't wait too far. Yeah.
Love outside. Weber against Tatum. Weber, the pass to Love. Vucevic dishes to Love. 4 on the shot clock. And it's in there. Nurkic has got the lead up to 5 now for Houston.
Boy, Weber doing a nice job passing the ball. Seems to know whenever one of his guys is open. That's extra talent there.
On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Durant. And Adebayo is up there with Domantas Sabonis. Then it's Tatum, and it's Paul in at point guard.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Now here's Love. And some nice passing there by Houston. On deep. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Paul passes to Adebayo. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And Vucevic throws it down.
And Vucevic is just a game of somebody who accepts the responsibility of coming up big when his team needs it.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game. It's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Jimmy Butler, who's checked in for Weber. Damian Lillard comes in for Jusuf Nurkic. And it's Ben Simmons in for Kevin Love. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He's not happy with what he says are late rotations defensively against their three-point shooters. And at the offensive end, he wants his guys to get their own shots within the rhythm and flow of the offense. Kevin?
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the Trailblazers now. Trailblazers trail by 6. Paul surveying the floor. Takes a 3. And Vucevic pulls it down.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
And he comes up with the deuce.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Now here's Durant. Here's the 3. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And they've done some nice work as we come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Greg, you can feel the sense of urgency they had to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Here's KD. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Houston?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Now, here's Butler. Williamson kicks to Lillard. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lillard's got the lead up to 10 now for Houston.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Rockets.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And this will make it 21 victories for them on the year.
And just bulldozing their way through this season series. The victory here tonight will make it 3-0 for the year, with one left to be played against the Trailblazers.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Damian Lillard.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket.
Nothing else. That's why every beat I'm on is water, and I'm Michael Phelps. Come on, partner, get your breath up, but that don't equal well. But you can't help all your partners unless you done help yourself. So I need more than kudos and a high five, cause I went from sidelines to the limelight, and I shine bright. I 4 bars Klondike, and I never move with dope. This ain't blindside, oh. Finite, but you feel the spirit, whole flow, shine light, so glow. Every lyric seem cold, so most like Rondo on my glow when I pivot, oh. Most these people move like clones. That's why
Here's Davis. The dish now to Cousins. Back to Davis. Toronto working the ball around now. And here's Collins. Richmond outside. Fires the 3. Nurkic with the block. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. We've got Russell. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Davis. Then it's Richmond. And it's Collins in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Outside Russell. And they double up Russell. It's to Cousins. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Weber.
And it's not just the size of Cousins, it's the quickness. Allows him to beat defenders in traffic, forcing fouls.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Dominique Wilkins, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. And it's Jamal Murray in for Richmond. And then for Houston, Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Weber. Damian Lillard comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Simmons subbed in for Kevin Love. Now a timeout called by Houston.
The Toronto Raptors are an elite defensive group. Reasons why they're long, they're smart, and they're experienced.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Dominique Wilkins.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game.
Here's Murray. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Murray kicks to Cousins. Shot clock at 6. No good on that one.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Cousins against Vucevic. Here's Simmons, tipped away. And the rejection by Collins.
Excellent feel and timing. Collins does a good job of protecting the rim.
Russell kicks to Cousins. Collins trying to break free. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by Russell. Cousins has got the lead up to 8 now for the Raptors. Timeout called the Rockets. We talk about the defensive IQ, Smitty, for the Raptors. Where does that reveal itself?
For me, Kevin, their rotation. They are able to send help, double teams, and still recover and get out to shooters.
Rockets trail by 8. Now Lillard. In the corner. Simmons with it. Over Collins. The kick outside to Butler. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And that's now 10 points for Butler.
Responsibility all on Jimmy Butler. He stepped up to the plate on that one.
And the Raptors call time here. They're up by 5. A minute 50 left in the game. Murray against Simmons. They double in with Vucevic, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here are the Raptors now. Pass to Russell, and the slam dunk by Russell.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Russell against Lillard. Lets it go. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Lillard's got 7 points for the quarter.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Now here's Wilkins. Right side Russell. Pocket 6. It's up a 3. And no good that time. So Houston will take it the other way. And stolen by Russell. There's 57 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. From the arc, offensive rebound.
Man, at what point do you blame the play calling more than the player?
Butler with the ball, guarded by Murray. Kicks it out to Lillard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. No free throws good from Lillard.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a one-possession ball game.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some profit.
Here's Wilkins, loose and stolen by Butler.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
This is where you want to run a play. Don't just walk it up and heave it.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Toronto calls timeout. They're leading by 1. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're behind by 2. 16 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
And I'm curious to see, will they go for a 2 to tie or a 3 to win it all?
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Lillard against Russell. Lillard with it to take the lead. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. What a show they put up, David. Thank you as always.
Spin as you go, helicopter. Spin as you go, helicopter. Spin as you go, helicopter. Living with all of these strangers,
Staring at faces that you can't make. Standing in front of a mirror. Forcing a smile, but I can't fake 'cause I'm feeling lost.
Here's Hamilton. The shot from the low post is good. Hamilton's got 16 points here in the second half.
And he's really been dialed in here down the stretch. 5 of 7 from the field.
And so in the game for the Jazz, they've got Porzingis. Howard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. It's Wall, and it's Drummond in at the pivot, manning the middle. Now here's Wall. 4 on the clock. And Porzingis launches it from deep. Detroit with the rebound. Sabonis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his 5th foul.
And that's going to be his 5th, guys. 1 more and he's done.
And the Pistons making a change here. Middleton's checked in. Isaac's checked in for Utah. Hardaway comes in for Dwight Howard. Pass to Sabonis. He kicks to James. Here's Hamilton. Good, and the assist goes to James. Hamilton's got 23.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Isaac passes to Hardaway, and James picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Here's Drummond. He hits it from 9. Drummond's got the lead up to 4 now for the Jazz.
A tall and powerful big. Drummond has a natural ability to finish inside.
Hamilton. Porzingis with the block. Ball against Middleton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And he knocks down the first one.
You know what I love? That John Wall has stated clearly he would like to be the MVP of the NBA. I have no problem with that. You want guys to be ambitious.
Phillips with the ball. Richard Hamilton on the wing. Pistons passing it around. And with that, the Utah lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Phillips.
Fantastic bomb there, just especially against the taller defender.
Middleton against Hardaway. The pass to Porzingis to the paint. Here's Drummond, and it's Drummond with the Jazz.
See, Porzingis should score the basketball, but he also recognizes when his teammates have a clean look. I love that unselfishness.
James looking it over. Sabonis. Good D by Drummond.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
All against James. Now Hardaway. Here's the teardrop. That shot off the mark. And Detroit the other way now. James kicks to Middleton. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 8th assist in the game. LeBron against Hardaway. No good on the shot. Good D by James. Now the dish to Billups. 50 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. There's 42 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And now we get the a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Guys, I was able to listen in on what Dwayne Casey went over with his team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Thank you, David.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They trail by 4. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Billups passes to LeBron. Back to Billups. In the corner, it's Hamilton. From deep. He can't get it to go.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the three.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball.
Thank you, David. Great interview.
When you up at night, all alone, playing games on your phone, do I cross your mind? Gotta know, these feelings for you I can't control. When you up at
Walker, the pass to Smart. Back to Walker. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and toolset enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Siakam is checked in for Rudy Gobert. Oladipo comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Spencer Dinwiddie. On the court right now for the Celtics. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Antetokounmpo is out there at DeRozan. And it's Valanciunas in at the center. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
Now here's DeRozan. Giannis outside. Just 5 on the clock. Outside DeRozan. Valanciunas trying to free himself up, and it's DeRozan missing.
Been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip. Well, with his touch from mid-range, Kevin, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
No coverage, that's it. Walker's got the lead up to 2 now for the Celtics. Lowry against Walker. And he banks in the layup. And that's now 9 points for Kyle Lowry.
And after all that time, finally, they've been able to tie it up here in the fourth quarter. What a comeback and what a finish we have in store.
It's amazing to think of what they've done here, being behind so long. Now they have a legitimate chance to win this thing.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Victor Oladipo really making a difference here.
Not sure what the defense is thinking, or if they are. They continue to let him shoot. That is bad defense.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Brad Stevens went over with his guys during the break. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, get into the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Timeout called, the Bucks. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I mean, he continues to burn them with his scoring. And the coaching staff's going to have to come up with a different approach defensively.
Down low. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jaylen Brown.
This is where Oladipo goes in and has no fear of drawing some contact. Nice job of getting through the defense.
Oladipo hits them both.
And not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
The pass to DeRozan. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Lays it up off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 48.
It's so exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
Timeout called, the Bucks. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Yeah, the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
Here's Lowry. Rebounded by the Celtics.
I'll be honest, I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I admire the energy that Harden plays with. So great at getting to the line.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
Lowry with the ball. Rebound by the Celtics. Valanciunas has got 9 rebounds now tonight. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Giannis drives in. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And Giannis just gobbling up the rebound, just spreads his wing out there, and the ball falls right into it.
Now here's Lowry. And there's the pass to Leonard. Shoots over DeRozan. And again, the Bucks miss. Celtics leading by 7. 56 seconds left in the fourth. Passes it to Valanciunas. 6 to shoot. Back to Walker. Lets it go with a 3. The shot, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Here's Capella, and the rejection by Giannis. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And another one falls.
Round in my coupe, I ain't even got no roof. 4:30, I'll get proof. Any day I'ma have juice. Break down, pay me back from the. I need a paddock on the wrist like I ain't never really blended with the cool kids. One day they gon' love me, that's true. I need all them things. I ain't never got no praise. All them gaudy chains, drape my body, that's just my taste. Never gon' walk away. I can't even jump down.
Sabonis against Cousins. Now here's Richmond. Adams finds Cousins. Toronto working the ball around now. It's Davis on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Good on the shot. Davis has got the lead up to 6 now for the Raptors.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Sabonis is out there with Tatum. Then there's Oubre. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's KD in at the 2 guard.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Davis, the pass to Cousins. Over Tatum. And there's Cousins. That's good on the assist by Davis. And now an 8-point Toronto lead. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this time.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, D'Angelo Russell.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Coming into this game, he had been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He said, look, the guys are playing physical and we like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Evan?
Thank you, David. Stolen by Collins. Here's Wilkins. It's slammed in by Wilkins.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
No, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's are over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
And it's Russell missing.
That's the only way to hold him in check. He's got it inside. He got to have a body on right away.
Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Scottie Pippen. We've got 1:18 left here in the fourth quarter. Murray pitch to Russell. Five to shoot. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Pass to Cousins. Over Adebayo. They get the rebound.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
On textbook defense. I mean, it took a good angle to the shooter and bothered the release.
46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Murray, the pass to Collins. Now here's Murray. There's Russell with the 3. Doesn't go that time.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Oh, well, it's tough, man. When you get to this point in the game, you fought hard, did your best, but just wasn't enough.
Pippen, simply put, one of the best small forwards of all time. A defensive powerhouse.
They say no cat, but it's all cat. I'm too real. These rain like this. I'm on the road to risk. I never fold a bit. I had to go again. I got that clean and rich. Free my dogs out of the. We finna count this chicken. We might just drown in dishes. I let the money control me. I got them alone me. My diamonds well like a faucet.
guys. Keep on rocking in the free world. 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 Yeah, go ahead, go and do what you want. Live free, do what you want. Ride around town, ride a bike the sun. Stay carefree, live like the sun. Man, I know all the times they putting you down. I know it take a lot just to put up a smile, but for now, do things you ain't did in a while. Blue dress, ooh girl, I'm feeling your style. We out to get it. We on that, we about to shut down the city. We made a week on the force in our system. We love the weed on the cock of the vision. We don't got time like we don't on the watch. Whole team of mine when we blow up the spot. I'm getting mine, you should know it's a lie. But we got the thinking you high. No, not on my watch. I don't wanna bother you guys. I don't wanna lie in your box. Python or Fox. Could ever try and stop me? I'm the God MC, it's the God in me. Give apologies, and I say that with honesty. I don't wanna hear it at all, to see it at all. I'm treating them all like if they ain't, I'ma tell them. Keep on rocking in the free world. 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 Okay, the club say we rocking. Saturday night, I'm trapping. Free world.
We're seeing a lot of shooters drawing contact. They have that art form down. They know exactly what to do and how to position their bodies, don't they?
Yeah, they really do, Kevin. And I don't know if anybody's any better than James Harden, in part because he's so skilled with the ball, but he's a really thick, strong, agile guard, which makes him hard to defend without fouling him. And he's really developed that ability to seek contact in a legal manner. I don't think anybody does it any better than him.
Celtics trail by 11. They've got Vucevic. Nurkic is out there with Williamson. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Simmons in at the 1. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now here's Walker. Clock at 6. Now the pass to Valanciunas. For 3. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Simmons finds Love. Simmons looking it over. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, you look at Ben Simmons, and the thing that jumps out to me is his all-around game. I mean, it's absolutely terrific. He's a stat sheet stuffer, supreme.
So for the Rockets, Butler comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Lillard subbed in for Kevin Love. And then for Boston, Antetokounmpo's checked in for Robinson. DeMar DeRozan comes in for De'Aaron Fox, and Jaylen Brown subbed in for Bibby.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of this defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
Now here's Brown. Passes it to Walker. Got it. Good job in the low post. Walker's got 10 points here in the second half.
Boy, the heart of Walker, that competitive spirit, he's never afraid to go inside, and he's got a lot of different ways he can score in there.
Lillard against Brown. Lillard, the pass to Vucevic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
And over time, Vucevic has really developed a nice pump fake. That often leads to him earning trips to the foul line.
And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it clean.
Mark, you look at the defensive metrics for Nikola Vucevic lately, very good. And yet, he's been considered a liability at that end. So, in your opinion, which is?
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I think it's a blend, quite honestly. The analytics say one thing, but in this day and age, the way the game is played, big centers are typically challenged from a mobility standpoint, especially trying to defend fleet-footed perimeter guys in pick-and-roll situations and in space. To Vucevic's credit, he's worked hard at becoming better, trying to be a better rim protector and recognize where he needs to be early on with anticipation. So he's making progress, but it's a blend with my mind.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Houston.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
No doubt they came in very motivated to
Here is Harden. .106 left to play in the final quarter. And the three off target.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that position.
So on the floor for Denver. Stoudemire out there at corner. And there's Derrick Rose. And there's Christie. And it's Harden in at the guard position.
That is world class.
I've seen that there. Huge possession, and he nets it.
That one, no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. And here's Curry to take the lead. Denver grabs the miss, and he commits the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but the foul and look for some misses.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. Timeout called the 76ers. They're behind by 2. There's 18 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, James Harden.
Hey, guys, no doubt who our pick is going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Curry with it. And on the way from Irving for 3. Return to sender. Blocked and recovered. What a nice play. That's the first. That makes it a 3-point lead. The Nuggets making a switch here. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. All right, David, thank you.
Spin as you go, helicopter. Spin as you go, helicopter. Spin as you go, helicopter.
Living with all of these strangers, staring at faces that you can't make. Standing in front of a mirror, forcing a smile, but I can't fake. 'Cause I'm feeling lost, I'm feeling confused. I'm losing my mind, I'm losing my view, and I'm trying to find something new. But baby, I'm not holding my breath. I need something to believe in. I need something that can keep me
They've got Paul George. Green is out there with Chandler. Then it's Curry. And it's Irving in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Inside, Chandler. And the dunk by Chandler.
Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
Young with the ball. Jacks up a 3. And Curry pulls it down.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
The Knicks leading by 3. Here's Bledsoe. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And this is what we mean when we call someone a go-to scorer. Bledsoe coming up big when it counts.
Now here's Curry, and here's George for 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 9th assist in the game now. New York calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
And it's been another dominant night on the glass for him. Some of his other numbers might change from game to game, but you know he's going to give you double-digit rebounds. It's impossible to keep him off the glass. His energy level is that good.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Fizdale talking to his team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
Thank you, David. He hits the second from the line. The 76ers trail by 3. On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Bledsoe. Outside for George. Green breaking loose, and it's George missing. New York's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Towns with it. George picks him up, and that one's good. Jokic.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
And here is Curry. To the paint. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down to 3 points. Nice bucket there from Draymond Green.
Well, Draymond Green in a big spot delivers with nice calmness. Go ahead, Draymond.
New York calls timeout. They're ahead by 3. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Defense, Philadelphia. 1:51 left to play here in the fourth. Bledsoe kicks to Towns. 5 on the clock. That's to McCollum. This one for 3. It's hauled in by George. George has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Chandler outside. Away from Curry for 2. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Stojakovic against George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on George.
You know, and the length of Stojakovic causes problems for the defense. He's excellent at forcing the issue and getting you to foul it. Wow, I tell you what, those free throws will give them some much-needed breathing room. 2-possession game now.
Stolen by McCollum, and now McCollum running the court all by himself, and McCollum with the slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with
good number from 3.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues, to shoot his way up the history books and now sits solely by himself for 3rd most threes in a season.
And gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Boy, Kyrie Irving becoming a better and better defender over time. Nice block right there.
That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Stephen Curry. So it's the Knicks now. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Shot from 6. McCollum trying to get open. Yes!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're trailing by 4. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. $20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. With some art, got it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Nobody you want taking that shot more than Steph Curry. What a pressure player.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're in front by 2. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Can we remember that Kentucky team Eric Bledsoe played on? 8 future NBA players, including both All-Stars John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins. Incredible.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're trailing by 4. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth. And here's George for 3. Unable to get that one.
Can't control when you up at night, all alone, playing games on your phone. Do I cross your mind? Gotta know these feelings for you I can't control. So where you wanna go? It don't really matter. Still get you. Came for a show. I'ma show out what you heard, what you know about me. Not a thing, been riding around the forest, switching lanes. Ain't a girl in the world that can make me change. Not as long as you keep playing games, baby. When you up at night, all alone, playing games on your phone. Do I cross your mind? Gotta know these feelings for you I can't control. When you up at night, all alone, playing games on your phone. Do I cross your mind? Gotta know these feelings for you I can't control. I might slip away if I don't feel nothing. Something bad will go down if you don't run in. I might be feeling stupid or looking crazy, 'cause I'm crazy about the way you make me feel on a cloudy day. You make me wanna jumpstart my engine, hop in a whip and relieve the tension. Go to your house and undo the problems we did. In the end game, girl, I wanna be closer. You're a good girl, but you've been through stuff that made you different in your own ways. If I leave you on your own, would you be the same? 'Cause you will be all alone. 'Cause you know I did you right, and you're innocent and treat me wrong. If I leave you on your own.
Chris, the NBA has flattened now the draft lottery odds. And now that you've seen it at work, seen it in play, any additional changes you might make?
Well, you know, Kev, it's still a wait and see for me. I definitely like the NBA making sure they try to address the problem. You never want a team to think that they can be rewarded for losing. So I like what we've done so far, but, you know, if I'm a GM, if I'm a president, I'm always going to try to find ways to manipulate and find that, you know, those open gray areas. And so I think this is something we're always going to have to address, but I love the fact that the NBA has gotten ahead of the problem.
Like the Clippers of a year ago. They look like, gosh, they've lost all their superstars, but they gave it such a great go. They actually made the playoffs.
Yeah, and it started from the top. I mean, Mr. Ballmer said, listen, we do not want to lose. We're going to go in and we're going to play hard. And I tell you what, I think that that's what rewarded them during free agency. Are able to go out and recruit players and say, listen, we don't lose here. We just need you to take us over the top. And I think that's a pretty good recruiting pitch.
Kemba Walker is out there with Bibby. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5. That's the Boston 5. Now here's Walker. There's the triple. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Reliable and executing on screen and roll. Valanciunas excels in taking what he sees in these sets.
A minute 50 left to play in the final quarter. Siakam against Valanciunas. Siakam passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. On the clock. Pulls up. Gobert trying to get open. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Celtics trail by 9. For the 3. And it's Walker that time on the assist from Smart. Smart's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, nice look there from Smart. Finding the open man.
Timeout called. The Bucks. They're up by 6. There's 1:26 left here in the fourth quarter. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyle Lowry.
And he's been the man running the show for them, and boy, has he done a great job. He's up in the double digits in assists, and more than a few of those have been of the spectacular variety. For them to be successful, his passing has to be a key component, and tonight it was on display.
Oh, he delivers that with force.
I cannot believe that.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
He's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Milwaukee leading by 8. The pass to Matthews. To the inside. Siakam makes it off the glass.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Bucks.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And I think coming into this game, these guys felt they had the confidence to win. And looking at the season they've had already, 58 wins in the books. Tonight will be win number 59.
And really an important win from a pride standpoint. Nobody likes getting swept, so they're able to salvage a win in this 4-game season series.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Kyle Lowry.
His passes were crisp tonight. Pinpoint. So many easy buckets came off his assist.
Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. .50 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Walker the pass to Valanciunas. No good. Gobert with the defensive effort. And here is Siakam. Outside for Lowry. Oladipo outside. Shot clock at 6. Walker against Lowry. Lowry drawing the double team. That shot off. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Celtics. It's a 10-point game. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And you could tell he...
Friends told me I was never gonna last, so that's why I just kept them in the past. Yeah, falling for it, so I can't wait too far. Falling on no buckets, running, treat me like a star. Everything's feeling new now. Way up out the now. See the picture that I drew now. And I really can't lose now. In control like cruise now. Yeah, they know how I do it now. Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know. I'm doing me. Hey, that's how I like it. That's how I like it. Making a beat shake. Got on my wallet. Got on my wallet. I had a break. Out. Out of the silence. Out of the silence. 130, I'm bouncing. And throw it all cause I'm out of it. Yeah. And now I'm falling for it. So I can't wait too far. Can't wait too far. Can't wait too far. Falling on no buckets. Running. Treat me like a star. Treat me like a star, yeah.
Cousins, the pass to Russell, and they double up Russell. Cousins, no one around him, off target from three-point range. And so in the game for the 76ers, they've got Anthony. Curry is out there with Steph Curry. And it's Chandler, and it's George in at the 3. Curry can't get it to go. And Collins has got the ball here for Toronto. It's a one-point game. Here's the pass to Cousins. And the layup's good off the glass.
Great idea to get it to Cousins. Things are starting to tighten up. could be a hard-fought battle the rest of the way.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're down by 3. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Dominique Wilkins.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. It must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Wilkins is checked in for Toronto. Jamal Murray comes in for Adams. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Brett Brown talking with his team. He told them, look, guys, we're running out of time. We're going to make a move. It's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Here's Irving. Oh, and they take the lead. Irving's got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers.
Calm in the heat of the storm. Kyrie with a big bucket.
Here's Wilkins. That one good for 2. Wilkins has got 38 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games. Saving a little something from when it really counts. Kyrie dropping daggers down the stretch.
And they double up Russell. Outside Collins. Here's Murray. Tyson Chandler grabs the board. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking. And more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Clutch basket from Draymond. You always feel comfortable with him taking the shot.
And here's Russell following Draymond Green's 3. To the middle. Here's Collins.
And we talked about Collins becoming a go-to scorer. Important points right there.
And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie bar the door. And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Confidence and trust they have in DeMarcus. Everything on the line, they put the ball in his hand.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They lead by 3. There's 25 seconds left in the game. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So they foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Percentage-wise, one of the top free throw shooters in NBA history. Steph has certainly made an imprint on this game. Tremendous showing of confidence by getting those 2 to fall.
And the Raptors call time here. They're behind by 5. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Anthony against Wilkins. It's Wilkins on the wing. It falls. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, he is quick off his feet and really stronger than he looks. Wilkins can burn you in that painted area. No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And that's a wrap. Those free throws being the nail in the coffin.
Murray kicks to Cousins. Murray the pass to Cousins. Russell from long range. No good that time.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks.
So I need more than kudos and a high five. Cause I went from sidelines to the limelight, and I shine bright. Ice cold bars, Klondike, and I never move with dope. This ain't blindside, oh. Finite, but you feel the spirit, whole flow, shine like so glow. Every lyric skin cold, so most like Rondo on my glow when I pivot, oh. Most these sheep move like no. That's why I be on my own. My mama thought I was a joke, but they should told me and I know where you can't tell me nothing else. That's why every beat I'm on is water and I might go plus. Me and my dogs eat like what we be working July. Out of my hood, ideas are shown like gold lace. Cause I maneuver through the like a bottle of Metamucil in a body that's used to being. And most consumers, they view me as a ruler like Mansa Musa. Cause I stay with some jewels, they can't exonerate them from every ounce of trouble water they been.
And they double up Paul. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Robinson with the block.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
They've got Adebayo. Sabonis is out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Chris Paul. And it's Durant in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. It is good.
And he sort of had that look in his eyes. Durant staying cool in the clutch moment.
Some changes for Boston. Valanciunas is checked in for Robinson. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Mike Bibby. That's good from Durant.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
Now a timeout called by Boston. For our Jordan player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And he's had the hot hand tonight, Kevin, no doubt about it. He's gotten his field goal percentage up over 60, and you're only going to get it that high when you're taking good, smart shots.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, well, look, here's what Brad Stevens went over with his guys during the break. This is still a close game, and he told his guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win.
All right, thank you, David. KD draws the double. Sabonis, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Now here's Giannis.
So exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
Antetokounmpo against Paul to the paint and slam dunk by Sabonis.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
A huge night for Giannis Antetokounmpo at the offensive end of the floor. That length and athleticism just proving to be too much for any defensive scheme.
Now here's Tatum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 2.
Third pick in that 17 NBA draft after a strong rookie campaign. I think Tatum is going to be around for a while.
Boston's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. A drive by Giannis. Misses from short range.
I'm a good shot. Honestly, he misses that. That's his shot in rhythm.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
The pass to Bibby from outside the arc. Nails the tray.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, Greg, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Now a timeout called by Portland. They trail by 3. 43 seconds left in the fourth. .43 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Tatum, count the basket and the foul. It's going to go on the end foul.
And let's give some credit to Tatum. Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment. Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
And so Brad Stevens decides to call timeout. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's good.
Yep, that's a great look from Giannis there.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up to the Trailblazers. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 2. 29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here is Paul. Over Bibby. It drops. A huge shot to tie it up.
Chris Paul has made plenty of huge shots in his career. Easy to see why he's so revered.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now here's Young. Shoots from the line. Off line.
Good job on the glass there, working hard to establish position and put himself in a great spot to come away with that.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team. Celtics trail by 3. Jason Tatum is out there with Durant. Then there's Lonzo Ball. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Paul in at the point. And the wide open shot from Green. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Ball against Green. Goes up again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line.
Little, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Celtics also with a sub. And Wanamaker's checked in for Green. Bibby against Paul. Bibby misses.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very serious. Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
Now a timeout called by Portland. The score is tied at 135. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Little. Smart's checked in for Boston. Ball finds Ariza. A 3-ball. That shot missing. And the Celtics going the other way now. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Tatum against Antetokounmpo. Yes!
Big time bucket there. They got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 2. There's 21 seconds left in the first overtime. What's your take, guys?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
And quickly making a change here. Williams is checked in.
Despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why.
And so Brad Stevens decides to call timeout. Antetokounmpo against Tatum. To the inside. Here's Smart. It's off.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. And with another overtime in front of us, the question is, who will blink first? Nobody wants to give in. A lot of pride now on the line. So it's Boston with it. A 2-point game. Right on the bucket. Antetokounmpo's got 39.
Well, this is where Giannis does all of his damage. He gets inside the paint, has the size to work you back, and then stretch out and score.
Bounce pass from Williams. Left side, KD. And again, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Giannis with it. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Great to see Antetokounmpo going strong inside. At times, the D has no choice but to foul.
Second one is good. We both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, crucial moment there at the free throw line, and he never flinched.
Inside, Tatum, another possession, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Giannis dishes to DeRozan. It's good.
When you want to talk about high-volume scores, just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
Good from DeMar DeRozan.
And that tacks another big point onto the league. Great N1 play showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
And finished up by KD.
What a talent this guy is. Durant has the ability to score from anywhere and now picking his spots.
against Tatum. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Great D that time from Tatum.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And it's Williams with the ball for Portland. Trailing by 5. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're down by 5. There's 53 seconds left to play in the second overtime period. Could not get a winner with just one. Here's Paul. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Here's DeRozan. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws. So this is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
And you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
That's good from Bibby on the assist from Smart. Stolen by Bledsoe. And now running up the court, Bledsoe pushing it up. Taking a look at the Jazz. Aldridge out there with help. And there's Porzingis. It's Wall. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Yeah, this is no longer a guy you want to send to the line. Bledsoe becoming a more comfortable foul shooter every year.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Outside Hardaway. And there's the pass to Porzingis. Takes it to Drummond. That shot is off. Good defense by Jokic. Down low. Here's Towns. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. This is the Wall. Passes to Hardaway. On defense, New York. Trailing by 4. At the Wall. It's rebounded by New York. Jokic just got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Towns finds Bledsoe. And a miss there on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
It's Hardaway with the drive. And the layup falls. Hardaway has got the lead up to 6 now for Utah.
He's so good at setting up his teammates. Tonight, though, Hardaway's been calling his own number, and boy, has he been prolific.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. 1:46 left here in the 4th quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Penny Hardaway.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Here's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Fizdale said to the team. He said, we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
Thank you, David. And it's Drummond missing. And so it's McCollum. We'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. 4-point game. Got that one up quick. 6 points for Eric Bledsoe.
And just another thing to love about Bledsoe is underrated in the clutch.
To the right wing. Porzingis to 2. They get it again. Second chance shot. It's in!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Now here's Bledsoe. Pass to Towns. McCollum outside. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. It's the Jazz's ball. To the middle. Here's Hardaway. Money!
Boy, the Porters, the intelligence that John Wall is putting on display. This is great stuff.
New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seconds left to play here in the fourth. No good from Bledsoe.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
23 seconds left in the fourth. And now we've got the intentional fouls. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
And Hardaway's nickname came from his grandmother. She was calling him pretty. But with that southern drawl, it sounded like Penny.
And it watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation.
Yeah, really bad timing, guys, to start coughing it up. He's got 3 turnovers here in the fourth.
And it goes without saying, but I need to say it anyway. In a game as close as this, every possession is important. You've got to make them count.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Stoudemire's checked in for Moore. Tobias Harris comes in for Christie. And it's Mitchell in for James Harden. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Chandler out there with Green. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Paul George. And it's Curry in at the 2. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. present our Jordan Player of the Game, Donovan Mitchell.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Here's Curry. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Chandler the pass to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
And Whiteside takes great pride in rejecting the shot. Outstanding at getting his arms up and denying shooters.
Pass to Stoudemire. The turnaround. That one a little long.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the deep.
Pass to Chandler. They double team Curry. Here's Irving. The pass to Green. Curry outside. Offensive rebound. Chandler. And the dunk by Chandler.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Mitchell, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chandler. .55 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The pass break chance. The offensive rebound. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Mitchell. Here's Rose. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
And the 76ers call time here. They trail by 7. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Curry. Fires the 3. The shot comes out.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Mitchell looking it over. Rose finds Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Rose. 3-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the...
They say no cap, but it's all cap. I'm too real. These rain like me. I'm on the road to rich. I never fold a bit. I had to go to get it. I done got clean, got rich. Free my dogs out. We finna count this chicken. We might just drive in dishes. I let the money control me. I got them to love me. My diamonds well like a faucet. I bet that conscious. I only talk to bosses. When I get money, I'm flossing. I used to buy the Dutch. That's what I'm feeling on you.
Hey guys! Keep on rocking in the free world. 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 Yeah. want. Go ahead, go and do what you want. Live free, do what you want. Ride around town, ride a bike, the sun. Stay carefree, live like the sun. Man, I know all the times they putting you down. I know it take a lot to put up a smile, but for now, do things you ain't did in a while. Blue dress, ooh girl, I'm feeling your style. We out to get it. We on that, we about to shut down the city. We made a week on the force in our system. We love the weed on the back of the vision. We don't got time like we don't on the watch. Whole team of mine when we blow up the spot. I'm getting mine, you should know it's a lie. But we got the thinking you high. No, none of my watch. I don't wanna follow you guys. I don't wanna lie in your box. Python or Fox. Could ever try and stop me? I'm the God MC, it's the God in me. Give apologies, and I say that with honesty. I don't wanna hear it at all, to see it at all. I'm treating them all like they ain't, I'ma tell them. Keep on rocking in the free world. Keep on rocking in the free world. Keep on rocking in the free world. Keep on rocking in the free world.
Out here the club, stay rocking. Saturday night, I'm trying.
Nothing else. That's why every beat I'm on is water and I Michael Phelps. Come on, partner, get your breath up, but that don't equal well. But you can't help out your partner unless you done help yourself. So I need more than kudos and a high five. Cause I went from sidelines to the limelight. And I shine bright, ice cold bars, Klondike. And I never move with dope. This ain't blindside, oh. Finite, but you feel the spirit, whole flow, shine like so glow. Every lyric sing cold, so most like Rondo on my glow when I pivot, oh. Most these people move like love. That's why I be on my own. My mama thought I was a joke, but they should told me and I know where you can't tell me nothing else. That's why every beat I'm on is water and I make up fresh. Me and my dogs eat like it, but we be working July. Out of my hood, I deserve some accolades. Cause I maneuver through the like a bottle of metal, mutual in a body that used to be in. And most consumers, they view me as a ruler like Mansa Musa. Cause I stay with some jewels, they can't exonerate them from every ounce of troubled water they've been in. Spend in time and places it ain't safe to swim in. Without yelling, I tried to tell them they should make amends.